Let's create some custom brush tips for your custom brushes. You need tips, and I'm going to give you some tips on the. Oh, just start the video. So let me go ahead and show you one of the most useful things that you could definitely do before we start talking about the actual paintbrush. I want you to go under the paintbrush tool. Mine has my little logo on it because it was a custom brush that I was working with last time. So just you can grab your tool, whichever brush it is, and I want you to make a little design. It makes no difference what it is. As a matter of fact, Control Z, if you turn this to all the way to black, without a doubt, make your life a little easier. And just make a little blob or whatever. Now, I have my selection set up to where this top bar right here, which is the command bar, so I'm going to click off. So I want you to make sure you got your command bar. So your command bar, you can go up here to the little hamburger menu. That's the little the little three lines that are up here. You're going to click onto that. You're going to go to Edit. You're going to go over to Edit. You're going to go down to Register Material, and you can register the image. And you see it registers this image. And so just do this with me. So we will call this Blob 1. Blob 1. Now, you're not going to use this for a texture paper. We're going to use this for brush tip shape. I don't put scaling up or down or tiling. I don't mess with any of this other stuff, but I go under materials, and it helps if you create your own little folder over here, but just save it. You can save it to all materials, that's fine. And right over here where it says search tag, if you want to tag it, we can just call it blob 1 and hit enter. Oh, that says blob I. Let's try that again. Blob 1, hit enter, and you can put as many tags as you want. Paintbrush, and you always hit the plus sign, and then you hit OK. Oh, I got to specify a folder. I'm sorry. I'm going to specify this in my. I'll just go into lesson materials, and I'll hit OK. Now over here, where you will see this panel that's right here, and it's got all these folders, so it has all your materials in it, and if you look, you can see blob popped up right there. So this is how you save a material, and I could definitely find blob in lesson materials. That's where it's actually located. And the cool thing about this, and this is going to be really powerful because I'm going to show you guys how to do some cool stuff. You can drag that out there and just put it right there, and it just appears like a stamp. But the reason why I had you do this is because there's another way to do this. Let's say that we want to make another little brush here out of this. So let's also do this. Go under here and go all the way down, right about here. I'm sorry, not over here. Right over here, where create a material folder. So you're going to create a material folder, and you also have to be careful where you put the material folder at. So let me trash that. I'm going to click on that and trash that. Hit OK. I'm going to delete that. So I would collapse all of these because you'll have more than one folder. So I would go under material folder, and we will call this brush tips. So now we have a folder that we can store all these in. And you hit enter, and there is your folder. So now what I can do is I can highlight this with my marquee tool, and you notice I have register image material right here, and this saves me a lot of time. So I'm going to show you how to set that up right now. So what I want you to do is to go over to your marquee tool, I tend to like the square marquee tool. It might be on lasso. It might be on polyline. I just have it on rectangle. So I'm just hitting delete. By the way, just to clear the layer, you just go ahead and hit delete. So what I want to do is I just want to draw a box out. Now, if we look down here, let's go through what I have. I have deselect, I have crop, inverted selection, delete, cut and paste, copy and paste, rotate and scale, fill. There's one for new tone. And right over here, it says selection launcher settings. So just pause if you have to. I want to make sure that you have that. We're going to do that again just to make sure. So we're going to go over here to this little icon, and you can't really see it. It kind of looks like this. The icon looks a little bit like this, and it's got this little gear here. It's got like this little cog here. And there's like a little line or something underneath it. So it's like this square. So it's right here. So it kind of looks like it's got the little marching ants around it. Okay. So you're going to go right here. We're going to click onto that. What's popping up is our launch selection menu. And you can put all the menu commands that you want in there. And what we're going to do, you're going to go down to select. That's not select, it's edit. You're going to go over to edit. And then you're going to go down to register material. You're going to click onto this. And you're going to see, like, I already have mine. So what's going to happen is it's going to pop up to add, and you're just going to hit add. So I'll just show you, like, start smoothing. So you see how add popped up? If I added that, it would be on my bar. So you do this in case when you want to start making custom brushes or start making custom stamps, then you'll be able to do that really quickly. I just wanted to do that right away instead of making you wait later on in the course, making you wait towards the end or something like that. I just want you to know how to do that right away. Watch this video as many times as you need to. I'm at 7 minutes already. So if I wanted to, let's do this. And I'm going to highlight this. So just do this with me. Make any little weird design. And then you got register image material. We click onto that, and we will call that blob 2. And we're going to use it for brush tip shape. Under materials, we're going to go into brush tips. Let's put a tag on it. We'll just call it blob 2. And you can have the same tag on something else. So if I put digital paint on this, and then we'll hit OK. Now if we look over here, we can just deselect this. That's how you get out of this. Go all the way over to the first one. Hit deselect, because this used to really frustrate me when in the earlier versions of this. So we got brush tips. We got blob 2. Oh, I don't know why blob 1 isn't over there. What's going on here? I think I made brush tips later. So all materials, well, that's okay. We'll move. Let's see if we can move that to brush tips. Yep, there we go. So if something is out of place here, then you can just drag it from this menu into the respective folder that you want. This is at 10 minutes. I'm going to stop, and then we'll come back and we will choose a paintbrush, and I'll show you some cool stuff.